Well, Taurus, identity is a really strange word, but it is the key word for you right now, especially as the North Node, retrograde Mercury, the Sun, transit through your Sun sign right now. And the North Node's important because it basically prompts you to cultivate a true sense of identity. Not based upon your conditioning or the demands of your environment, family, culture, etc. That's hard. Think about that. But that's exactly what's going on right now. And there is a desire within you to somehow find meaning within yourself, find out your true nature, who you are, where you fit. Just trying to straighten this up for you. Now I've got some notes here on what this means. I've said it's about cultivating your identity. Personal power comes with that comfort level of who you are, who you are, not what other people say that you are. And of course, this has a dramatic impact on every aspect of your life, and in particular your relationships, because that North Node, the future karma point, what is it determines our karma, and the past karma point are always 180 degrees apart. And that 180 degrees has to do with your most significant other, if you're married or in a committed relationship. Your sense of identity is going to be also shaped by the interactions you have with that person over time. Their identity is going to be shaped by who you are and how you impact that person. So this month, I'm bringing your attention to this most important facet of yourself. It's not something that can be found in the outer world, although it impacts the outer world. It has everything to do with the esoteric or internal part of your being. And navigating that is not easy, but through processes of self-inquiry, meditations, psychological self-analysis, self-hypnosis, these sorts of techniques, especially self-inquiry, bring you to a point where you start to realize that those aspects of identity that you've attached to yourself are really quite ephemeral. They're not really lasting. They don't have the sort of permanency that you would like, especially as a Taurus, right? You are one given to groundedness and feeling secure in your future. And so sometimes this search for identity takes you out of that comfort zone. It may, in fact, especially with looking at your chart here, we've got the squaring power of Pluto on the sign of Taurus right now. And of course, that Pluto energy is all about demolition. It's the demolition man. It's about destroying all of those things in your perception that give you that sense of stability. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and the symbol most adequately is the phoenix rising out of the ashes, those ruins of your past incomplete or false self. So you've got a lot of deep planetary action impacting your personal life, your sense of identity, who you are. And you have to be courageous enough to let go of those things that aren't really, firstly, helping your identity. In fact, if they even are part of your identity, because we acquire through, copying, through that past conditioning I'm talking about, those traits of character that we deem to be who we are. Of course, people have a very different perception of who we are. What we present to the world is what we think the world sees of us just because we project that. But it couldn't be further from the truth. So this month, Taurus, your exercise, your meditation is to delve more deeply into who you are. I don't want to give you too much information on that, because then that's going to be another form of conditioning. The secret key to this is the question, who am I? And that's not going to be resolved with an answer. It's going to be resolved through a deep experiential shift. And that's what's happening to you now. You can get the usual, the typical, the astrological, that's over at my site, but I'm more interested in talking to you on a deeper level. It's there if you want the traditional aspects of what's happening chronologically at astrology.com.au. Drop me a line here. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm going to be back next month with more. Bye-bye.